Right, as you can see, my boots have polished them, but as you can see, as soon as if it starts raining or you step in a puddle, look at all this dust. It's like, I think they call it salt stains or something like that. So soon, I mean, look at how far they go back. All that you can see. Now you can basically put leather cleaner on this, then put polish, and then put wax. As soon as you step outside, it'll start showing. So some parts will be like this, nice and clean, and some parts will be like that. Now what I'm going to do is, let's see if this works. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is rub it down with this, and then I'm going to use, basically I got told that it's fungus and all that, bacteria and fungus. So what I'm going to do is use these alcohol wipes first, 70% alcohol. If this doesn't work, then what I might do is use white vinegar and then use that on it first. So these are the products I'm going to use now, just bear with me. Right, after I've used the alcohol wipes, I'm going to then use leather cleaner. Basically put it on a sponge, shake the bottle well, put 3 drops of this on the wet hot sponge, and then it goes, and then you squeeze the sponge, it goes into a foam, and then you put it on the leather. Yeah, and then what you do then is take that off with a damp cloth. Okay, you leave it for about an hour or two, and then where there's cloth, I use Renapur protector, suede, fabric stuff and all that, new book, and all I gotta do is just spray that. And before you spray it, you get a brush, you brush down all the dust, and then you spray this on it. Yeah, you proper soak the area and then brush it in, and then you leave that for 24 hours. Right, so basically what I'll be doing is using it on this section here, just this section. Yeah. Okay, and then the leather, what I'm going to be using then is the Hi Shine. Yeah, so I'm going to put a coat of Hi Shine or Renapur, and then I'm going to buff it out, and then for water protection I'm going to use this beeswax. Now it's got really good ingredients in this, all natural, it's got no chemicals in it, and as you can see the ingredients, let me see if this got the ingredients in there. Should have ingredients here. So this is, by the way, this is what it's for as well. As you can see, luggage, motorcycle, helmets and leathers and whatever. Not helmets, if it's leather straps, you can, on the helmets you can use it, cloth shoes, car interior, handbags, walking boots, and whatever, anything. There it is, that's what I'm looking for, that. Made from natural ingredients, including beeswax and jojoba oil, if I'm pronouncing that right. Jojoba oil or jojoba oil, I don't know. Okay, now this Hi Shine leather cleaner, this one here, this has a tea tree oil in it, so it'll get rid of the fungus, not get rid of it, but it'll protect it from fungus and bacteria. It's got carnauba wax in this, and then it's got some other oil. It doesn't say on here, it's got another oil in this. It just says here carnauba, it contains carnauba wax. But it's got another 2 oils here. It's got tea tree in it, but it's got another, what else has it got? It's got something else in it and all. It's got another oil in it, whatever it's got in it, I can't remember. So then I'm going to use, this is a really good product, A lot of military guys use this as well. Obviously, I think the police have started using, not well, police force or anything, some of the staff, police staff who wear boots started using this because they're saying it's a really good product. I use it on, my leather, I've got a leather bed. The frame's leather, the headboard's leather, and I use this material on that. Yeah, so it's really, really good product. But the thing is, the salt stains. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna start working on the salt stains now. So obviously, if I had someone here, they could have got that person to record while I'm using this. See this? Okay, just bear with me. When you are taking these stains off with the wipe, you got to make sure this isn't leather, but just got to make sure you clean this as well, because if there's any salt left on this, it'll travel up. And also you got to make sure you get it in this gap here. Can you see this salt? Can you see the stains here? Can you see it here? So you got to make sure you got to get it right in here, so cleaned right in here. Yeah, you are going to use quite a bit of it, so I've managed to clean quite a bit. So I'm going to go over it again, because if you look at this, I mean, this is how it's going to come out. Yeah, and these are brand new. Every time I get brand new boots, I polish them straight away. So you gotta really use quite a bit. So as you can see, there's still, you gotta just keep cleaning. You might think, it's not working, but just keep cleaning. You gotta get them all in between the stitches. You gotta get them in between the stitches and above the stitches. And you gotta definitely try cleaning this bit here. Okay, so I've got to get on with it. It's a bit of a long job. And if this doesn't work, then we'll try white vinegar. But what I'm gonna do is, instead of wasting all these, I've got 70% alcohol in a tub. I'll dip it in a sponge and then use that, and then wipe it with the cloth. I'll try that next. You're better off using this 70% rubbing alcohol with the sponge. So let me tell you the result. Right, there you go. The rest of it's just dust. As you can see, look, I'm going to make sure you get it all in. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to brush this down, just let it dry up a bit, and then I'm going to brush it down and leave it for about an hour or something, and then start polishing it and stuff like that. So I'm just going to brush it down with a normal shoe brush, a soft brush, not hard brush, soft brush. Actually no, I might do it with a hard brush. Okay, right, what I've done is I've put the Hi Shine polish on it. So what I've done is I put first coat. I'm going to put 3 coats on it, light coats, and then let it dry. And then what I'm going to do is brush it off to get that shine on. Then what I'm going to do is concentrate on the front. Just get the Hi Shine and dab it, like just press on it, yeah, and then let it dry for good an hour or two, and then buff it off, and then I'm going to use the wax. So this is the result. But the mistake I made is I forgot to use the leather cleaner. I should have put the leather cleaner on first after the alcohol wipes. So yeah, this is the result at the moment with the polish. Is, yeah, as you can see, it's not, I ain't buffed it or anything. I am gonna, and I'll show you the results when I buff these boots. Right, there you go. As you can see, I've put the Renapur polish on here. So now all I got to do is put the wax, and then did this shoelace. I'm going to just dip them in alcohol, let them dry, and then put that on, because obviously I don't want any of the salt stains getting into the laces or transferring or whatever, so I might as well make them. So at the moment what I've done is I put a lot of alcohol down here. We'll see how this works. If this works, bingo. If it doesn't, I'll use white vinegar next. So as you can see, okay, so I'm gonna put the wax on, then the laces, and then we'll see from there. Hey, here's the final outcome. As you can see, nice and shiny and nice and glossy, as you can see. And as you can see down here, when I get the time, I'm going to get a heat gun and heat this out, heat the leather out, stretch it out, and then get it polished again. But what I'm going to do before that is, you know, make sure everything's off, washed, cleaned, you know. So I'll see if this works now. If it still picks up salt stains, then I'll move on to white vinegar. Yep, I think I buffed them a bit too much. So yeah, the final product I used was Renapur WAX, which is this one here. Awesome product, all natural ingredients, no harsh chemicals, as you can see. There just tells you from natural ingredients and everything, beeswax and all sorts. And that's the final product. Final outcome. So yeah, I just hope this has done the trick. If it hasn't, and I see what will happen is this will be all brilliant. So if I just go out and it's raining, all this where the crease is, I'll get the salt stains coming up. Down here I'll be getting the salt stains coming up, and it'll be like, you know, right messy everywhere. But if it's worked, then I know alcohol does the job. But if it doesn't, then I'll move on to white vinegar. Okay, but I'm going to mix it with distilled water. But there's other stuff I'm going to use. If it doesn't work, just carry on. Might find a solution sometime. But I hope this has done it. Anyway, this is the end of phase 1 alcohol salt stain removing video. So if anybody has got the same issue, try this. What I would stay away from is these kiwi polish. They got a bit of harsh chemicals in them, nothing natural. All it is just a black harsh chemical which you just rub on your fingers and that's it, it's black, and that's all it does. It just colours it in, really. But it won't bring a shine like this. So I'm getting some shoes made, handmade, you know, one of those, I don't know what they're called, but they're all, you know, pattern. It's a red blood or red fire type of design on it. And obviously I've got a friend who wants me to polish his boots as well, like this. I don't know if he told me he's got I think what boots, I don't know if they're Magnums or some other make, but he's asked me. I go, if you want them shiny like this, there has to be leather. It's got to be leather. If it's some other material, it's not going to work. So yeah. Okay, I'll let you guys know if it's worked or not. If it hasn't, I'll tell you, look, it hasn't worked. I'm going to go on to the white vinegar next. And also my next video, the other video that I'm going to put up as well, it's a washing machine, which I'll do after this.